Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me? I'm letting people get logged in. I'm sorry I goofed. I'm a little late. It's been a day.
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome, awesome. Just bear with me really quick. I know you guys are looking up my nose. I'm sorry. I'm trying to let people in. I'll sit down in a second so that we're all good on our. Whoa! I almost fell out of a chair. Don't ask. That was funny.
Yeah, I can hear you to confirm, but
Okay, you guys can hear me? I can take my headset off. Here, I'll take my background off. You guys can see where I'm at. Hang on. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
You have no idea the things I get myself into. Background.
It's you.
None.
You get yourself into a lot of things.
So, hi, I'm Patti Widget. I'm actually the chairman for the San Bernardino County Fair Fine Art Department and Photography Department, and we're hanging the show and getting ready. So it's that time of year. So I'm at the fairgrounds today and still working for Agla in one ear and just running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but forgot I had to do something today. So I literally got out of the shower, put on no makeup, and here I am. So hi, everybody.
You're beautiful. No makeup needed.
Hey, I honestly, when I'm doing stuff like this, I don't care. I'm moving furniture, painting walls. I'm getting dirty, so I'm fine with it. How's everybody else doing? We don't have a whole lot going on as far as weird stuff with new laws that are hitting us. I can tell you that we're definitely doing an AGLA trade show in September at the Ontario Convention Center. And we're going to do some industry awards with that also. So that'll be nice. Nobody's really done anything in the Inland Empire for almost a decade. So it's really nice that we're able to do that. And then once we have success with this show, we'll be doing a show out in Ventura. So it should be wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Anybody have things they want to talk about today? Nothing.
Oh, I got
I'm like, nothing? I hear crickets, and that's unheard of in this industry. I heard you, Holly. What you got, darling?
Is that me or?
Oh, somebody's got bad feedback.
Hello? Ooh, I'm gonna turn off.
Yeah, Holly, it's you for some reason or another. I don't know. All right, anybody else have a question? Or we're going to type a question. I don't know.
not so much a question, but a comment since we have our election right now.
Yeah, let's talk about election and where everybody's head is. I mean, I'm okay with that too.
I'm not sure everybody knows, but the one running for LA City, Neetha, crap, I can't even remember her last name. She's been very radical on the housing committee and anti-landlord. So I don't know. I wouldn't vote for her for mayor. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I don't have a mayor candidate in my thing. I have a governor candidate in my thing. So, hey. I don't know how you guys feel about governors. I definitely am done with Newsom and his bureaucracy and BS. I'm all for Sheriff Chad Bianco. He's a landlord. Take it for what it's worth. I don't know if it's going to be better, but it can't get worse, right? Just saying.
I feel like Hilton has really weighed more into the issues and is a little bit because like he talked about the $800 a year franchise fee just to have like a corporate entity of any kind and how that totally discourages small business. So
But we have that with having an LLC now. You have to
right.
pay $800.
Right. He's right. He wants to abolish it. He doesn't think it makes any sense when you have no income yet and when you're small and you need to be paying something like that. Other states it's like maybe 150 or 200 to file, and then it's like $15 a year or something like that.
Yeah, I get it. There's a lot of things within our state that are broken. Anybody else?
Okay, I'm gonna try again. I think I figured out why.
And I was gonna say, you may have another device running and it's picking us up in the background, but
Yes.
what else?
No, I shut something off. This is for City of LA people. We got in the mail because all of our streetlights are out, and
Right.
my block of my property in Boyle Heights, it is terrible. It is pitch black. I hate going there at night. I don't feel safe. I feel bad for my tenants. And so we got this thing from the city saying we're broke and y'all need to vote on whether you would do owners would pay for an assessment, and it's for me because I have one APN but 2 units, so I'm multifamily. It would be $118 a year. And I'm like, all right, as long as you get those stupid lights on, I'm okay with it. And also, if I could pass that to my tenants a little bit, but we all know how that works. I'm a very so anyway, I just wanted to mention that it's kind of annoying that and I, have tapped on the LA City 311 app, hey, can you fix our street lights? And I've encouraged my neighbors to do that. And I get this auto response saying, yeah, it's going to take about 6 months to a year to fix. And I'm like, that's terrible.
I believe
Supposedly-
Karen Bass made a comment that she can't take away the criminal's source of income.
Wow.
Yeah.
The copper
Please
theft.
don't vote for her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I heard that apparently they get at most like $50 of like scrap copper out of it. But
Oh
they
yeah,
cost-
they don't get, don't get out hustled by a crackhead today. But
but
50
replace-
bucks buys them enough crack to
I
get
know.
through the day.
Right. But they end up getting the replacement cost is something like when you include labor and everything is like
5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$5,000. So if
But
you're
they
not
need
going to
their
prosecute
$50.
anybody,
They need their $50 fix.
if you're not going to prosecute anybody for what I mean, that's serious safety. Find something in the penal code.
It is safety. I mean, it is pitch black after 9 o'clock now. And
Isn't that what they want?
yeah. And I live in Glendale, and there's a street light across the street from our house. And I'll tell you, that street light goes out. I call neighborhood services. 2 days later, it's back on. I mean, it just goes to show you smaller cities.
Buy headlamps, you guys.
Yeah, seriously.
I and I'm like, grow a garden.
Yeah. But I seriously doubt, I mean, it's being voted on this assessment by all property owners in the entire county of LA.
Something against just on principle. Like there's no point giving them more revenue. They need to be able to manage with what they have. They have
Agreed.
It's death by 1,000 cuts and fees and red tape. So we made sure to send them back in, all voting against it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
us. I mean, I sympathize with with your problem. It's just I don't know. It's got to end somewhere. It can't don't even get me started on the billionaire tax. If you read page 16, the legislature will be able to change the level to anybody.
Yeah.
The system's broken. I mean, this is the most ridiculous, ludicrous thing. What do you mean you're not going to arrest the people stealing the copper for then selling it for $50 when it's costing you $5,000? What the hell's wrong with you?
Right.
Because why? You don't want to fill up our prisons? Tough.
Right.
Well, it's social justice, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, or the ULA funds, for Los Angeles. I think a lot of that goes to the pro bono tenant rights, pro bono.
Well, I think maybe we should look into some of the fire money and use that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the fire money that didn't actually go to victims?
Oh, that's in Gavin Newsom's wife's bank account? Yeah.
I just can't even. Yeah, I know we're not supposed to be political and we're supposed to be talking about housing, but I just don't understand how you fail upward that much, and how you even think you can run for president.
It's repulsive. It's repulsive.
I have a
Um,
housing situation, not personally, but in my city. I'm in the city of Carson, and last week we had a last minute meeting with the County of Los Angeles. They came to tell all the residents that they are converting a former extended stay hotel into a Weingart Primrose critical homeless housing facility. And they qualify so long anybody pretty much qualifies. They're going to be transporting transients from other cities into our city. Our city council had no say so whatsoever. They tried to do this in the city of Torrance, and they found out that the building was for sale for like $10 million, and the county purchased it for $30 million. And when they found that out, it went under litigation and they stopped it in Torrance. So then they found the next neighboring city, which is Carson. It's already built, it's ready to launch in May, and tenants are supposed to be moving in June. So we have a huge task force in our city that's trying to fight against this, but it's off the chain. Like this whole LA County, Holly Mitchell's office representatives were at this meeting. We had about 200 residents arguing this whole point, and it's awful.
Yeah.
uh-oh, Christina, did we lose you?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
There was just feedback from another.
Sorry. It's been a day, man.
So that's what we're dealing with.
What's happening if you stand back and look at it, and mind you, I own a property in LA City. I don't talk much about it because it's a thorn in my side. Okay. And it's paid for. So it's not costing me a whole lot of money to use it as a crash test dummy. But what I'm realizing is that everything that we try to do as landlords to provide housing in the city, the government is chasing us away. I don't know if they want to be the only housing provider or if they just want the city of LA not to have housing in it. Okay. But they're making it ludicrous, ridiculous. We can't do business. We can't do repairs. They're turning it into the Bronx intentionally. It's like they know they're doing it. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay, I see questions coming in, but mind me, I'm getting a butt ton of text messages at the same time. Val, long-term tenant asked if he could pay May's rent on the 22nd as he had had surgery. I told him he had to pay at least half now. He said okay, but he did not pay. Again, he's been with us 5 years, but consistently late. I don't want to serve a 3-day, but I'm just mad. Serve the 3-day, Val. At least you have it on file. He didn't give you half. And if he made his request based on a reasonable accommodation because he had a medical procedure, you're going to have to accept it anyway. No joke. Hi, Julia. Hi, Patty. This is a gray area question. How forgiving are you with the security deposit when tenants left on good terms? They ended on good terms, and I don't want to end up in small claims again. Take, for instance, they didn't return the garage keys. They claim they were never received them. On move-out inspection, I put two under remotes. I should have changed that to garage keys as they didn't receive remotes. To change the garage lock is $150. Do I charge it or let it go? I only have a $1,550 deposit. It's up to you. Pick and choose your battle. I mean, do you change the lock or do you just have it rekeyed? Because having it rekeyed isn't $150. Okay, you can take the lock off and take it down to Home Depot and have them rekey the cylinders or to a locksmith's office.
Well,
Just
you
letting
have
you
to know how
know.
to get the cylinder out though.
Rather than having the locksmith come out to you, you can take the cylinders into them. I've done this before, is how I know it's less expensive. And if you don't want to charge the tenant, do what's less expensive. Just saying. Right?
Okay, I'll definitely look into that. And it's the lock it's that manual lock that's on the main garage door. It's like a horizontal silver.
Take the whole lock off, take it down
Mhm.
to a locksmith and ask them to rekey it for you and make you 3 keys. It's probably going to cost you $30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look into
30 bucks,
that.
50 bucks. I mean, look at it when you're at a lockout and they charge you per cylinder. Only this time you're bringing it to them instead of them coming to you. That's where the big expense is.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
I'll definitely look into that. And then they also left like maybe 5 large items, a tire, commercial ceiling tiles, a big AC unit. And I'm trying to be nice about it. I do have the bulk item pickups that the city gives you,
Yeah.
that are free, but it's like
Yeah.
unfortunately, those items are too heavy for me to pick up. So then I got to get my handyman and all of that.
So charge
So
them to haul them out to the curb and call the big item pickup because that's something they could have done.
okay, got it. Thank you.
The other thing
Or
I'll say
listen-
too, is that like filing a small claims action is still a pain in the butt. It still costs, there's still a filing fee that you're not going to get waived pretty easily.
Right.
So there has to be like enough on the line for somebody to even, you know,
Is
someone really has.
What she's saying is she doesn't want to end up in small claims again.
But I
So
don't think
she's
it's real.
trying to
I mean,
err
you're
on the
very-
side of caution.
I'm also saying you're very unlikely as long as the amount is small, you know?
Yeah. You got that? As long as the amount is small, it's unlikely.
Tires, don't you have to dispose of properly? Like you can't bulky item pick up a tire. Correct me
Oh
if I'm
gosh, I don't know.
Correct.
I
They're
hope.
usually $12 or $15 per tire to have them recycled or to take
Yeah.
them to a place.
I
Yeah.
had no idea I was going to put it under a bulk item pickup. I guess they would have told me, no, we can't pick that up. So
Yeah, they can't pick up tires. They take special
Mhm.
recycling. And I want to say it's like $15 a tire.
Yeah, look into that. I had a
Okay.
tenant, you know, it's just like I tell my tenants, do not leave a mess for me. I will charge you. It's in your best interest to get your crap out. And because I learned I had a tenant leave a very heavy car battery in the middle of the garage. And it was like,
I had a tenant leave an 8-cylinder engine in a garage once.
yeah. So, you know, I charged them for my time. I took it to my city, which has a hazmat drop off, but I charged them for my time and I let them know. I mean, they're younger tenants, and I'm like, this is a learning opportunity. You know, your parents, you're not living with your parents. I'm not taking care of this crap.
Also, like, it's a business relationship. You're not you should never be friends with your tenants. You can be professional, cordial, polite, but they're not your friends. It's a
Amen.
business arrangement. And you shouldn't-
Amen to that.
Look
it's a
at it
business
this way.
arrangement.
It's a
It's a
business arrangement.
and every other business you deal with is gonna, you know, there's ordinary course of business in the landlording business. Even the law says you got to return a place in the same condition, you know, other in as far as cleanliness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they expect us to be very professional and follow everything. I expect the same.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Yes, I'll
And this
definitely
is a
do all
business.
of that.
These are not
Mhm.
your friends, okay?
I
It's
completely agree. And hopefully I'll have enough. I mean, 15, but I'm like, oh gosh, 1550 sounds like it's a lot, but it's not that much because cleaning is 300, carpet clean is 350. So now I'm like, oh shoot, that's only 2 things. And we still got to, they left holes and stuff like that. And so
It
I'm just
adds up
trying to leave
quickly.
it
You can
to
always
where they don't
you can
owe a
always
balance.
you don't worry so much about small claims court because they got to write you a letter to making demands and stuff. And at that point, you can negotiate. You can always give them a couple hundred back to drop the thing.
Okay.
You know,
Got it.
like it's not like it's not like they immediately sue you.
Okay. Got it. And yeah, Val said something similar in the things. Thank you, Val. And thank you all.
Like sometimes I'll be a little bit aggressive just so I have something to give up if there is any pushback.
Yeah, it's good to show them that they owe the money, but you might not want to push the issue. Absolutely.
Hey, Chris, if you give them $200 or something like that, you mentioned, how do you make sure that they don't continue going back to the small claim? There's a form to fill out?
Honestly, I don't know enough about small claims, but there are general mutual releases you can find on the internet that basically says like you can't sue for anything going forward.
So you would
If-
have them sign the release and give them $200 and look at it this way, you came to a mutual agreement that way.
And it might even, I mean, if you have the right one, you might even be able to bar other claims, is all I'm going to say.
In other words, if it's worded properly, it could stop them from filing a claim after it
Well,
anyway.
no, nothing stops them from filing. That's the wrong. It
It
doesn't
would
stop them from filing. It means they might lose it like right away. Might be able to kick something out of court right away.
everything gets filed because that's how the court makes money, right, Chris?
Yeah, then I mean,
But then
nobody
they could
they don't
deem
give
it as
legal advice.
frivolous
They
and
just
throw it
file it.
out. I gotcha.
Not necessarily by itself, but if you have that lien, you can answer a lawsuit with the lien and say, you know, you by law you can't you can't go after the same thing. It's already settled. Like, sorry.
Yeah. Thanks for playing the game.
I mean, it depends. It depends on a judge has to actually like enforce that too, but
Yeah.
it's better than, it's better. I wouldn't, if it's like a habitability thing. Yeah, I'm concerned because the statute of limitations is like 4 years because
Yeah.
it's a written contract. So, I mean, let's hope there aren't guys on buses with ads saying, did your ex-landlord not keep your place habitable or something like that? I mean, it could always, you never know. Could be
Yeah.
a thing.
You never know.
That's why I always keep everything for 4 years from date of move out. So
2 years on an oral contract, 4
Right.
years on a written contract.
I don't rent orally.
Oh. Somebody's asking me where the flat ribbons are. Sorry, I'm like pointing. Anybody have anything else? Val, I gotcha. What you got, baby? Pulling it up. This one is a bit out of the ordinary. So, trying to sell father-in-law's house. The neighbor wants it. Her parents want to move from Vietnam. They have the cash, but Vietnam does not allow the money to leave their country. I'm still researching, but if you have a solution, I don't know anything about international money transfers and things of that nature. I can't help you. I'm clueless. I didn't know. Think about what Val just said. The country isn't allowing them to send the money out of the country.
Is there nobody else who would buy it?
Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, can you just imagine not being able to buy something because you can't spend your
Yeah, no,
money?
I mean, I get your point, but I'm trying to help Val. I'm just thinking like,
I got you. I'll shut up.
that sounds
Mine's more of shock.
right. Well, I mean, don't give California politicians any more ideas, but
Right, Val.
but-
Right.
but I feel like that's kind of a you problem, not a me problem when I'm a seller. Like let the buyer
Yeah,
figure it out.
fine.
That's not your
I
problem.
get that they
You
want
want-
to purchase it and see if you can find somebody else that wants to buy it.
Or let them figure it out. Like you're not.
Yes.
Let them figure it out. Let them go on Google and waste their time and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know. I wouldn't. I want American dollar.
Don't waste too much time, energy, and effort, Val. Find another buyer. All right. I haven't had anything too weird coming at me this past week, that I want to bring to your guys' attention. It's actually been pretty quiet on the weirdness front, if that makes sense. Samantha, what you got, baby? My tenant I have that's stealing electricity. I went to the police. I went to file a police report and they told me they couldn't do anything about it and it was a civil matter. Fast Evict is requiring a police report. What else can I do? You go tell them this is theft. I just want it documented that there's utility theft going on. Is that not your job? Ask to speak to the desk sergeant. Tell
Well,
them all you want is a police report of utility theft.
they said that they would give me an incident report, not a police report, though.
Okay, now
the
go
same
back to
thing,
Fast
isn't it?
Evict and ask them if an incident report is enough.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if there was anything
It's
else.
okay. There's a difference between an incident report and a police report, okay? An incident report happens every time a call is made to the police department. So sometimes we want to show that we at least called the police, we informed the police, so they'll give us an incident report number to use as a reference for that incident. I hope this makes sense. A police report usually means there's some kind of an investigation going on.
Okay, yeah, I had explained to the officer I spoke to, I mean, you're well aware of them, tapping into the line
I
side of
saw
the
the
meter.
photos. They
Yeah, and
ran an electrical extension cord directly into a fuse box.
yeah, and he's just like, it's a civil matter. You have to take them to court. And I was kind of like, I didn't think that was right, but I'm going to go back down there today to pick up a copy of that incident report and then maybe try to speak with someone else and just make sure that was accurate
Yeah,
information I was
just call Fast Evict and tell them that you have an incident report number. Is that sufficient?
Okay, thank you.
No worries. And you could talk to Angie. She can answer you on that one.
Okay, perfect.
Go ahead. I hear you, Chris.
So I remember you told me about the penal code section, and I found like a city code section about trespass, and you said law enforcement wants people to put that up.
602. Yeah, it's a 602 trespass.
Well, there's in LA City there's an actual municipal code they want you to
Yes,
cite. But
yes,
AGLA
there
has
is.
the signs, and apparently the signs at AGLA, even though they're blurred on the website, do show like the municipal code.
Yes,
like
they do.
the site. So anyway, my question is, if I go through all the trouble, and does anybody had experience with them? Is LAPD really actually going to do anything? And then also, like, what's to prevent like a squatter from just tearing the sign down, and then the cops show up and say, "Oh, well, there is no sign as you swore on this form."
Because you should have a 602 trespass letter on file with the local police department.
Right.
And
No, I know,
update
but
it
like
every year.
on it, you say like you swear that you put signs up. But my question is, what do they care if as long as they have the letter and they show up, like they're not going to care too much about the sign if the squatter took it down?
Well, I would just reiterate to them immediately that the squatter removed the sign.
Can I share my experience in City of LA? I did that out on Boyle Heights. I went to the police station, I filed the letter, and then they required that I take a picture of the sign once it was posted. So they have that on file too, and I have it.
Oh, there you go.
Hopefully my division will be the same. Do you think, I'm just concerned that it's like advertising that there's a vacant property.
Not at all. I have no trespass on property that I live in.
Well, it doesn't say no trespass. It's like very specific LA City. It's like no public, I can't remember it. I'm sorry. I don't have my computer in front of me.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. If that's what they require, then I would do that with LA City.
It says like closed to public is what it says. It's just the only places I've seen it on are like construction sites. And
I don't know. I have a friend in LAPD. I can call and ask him.
because this is for a house. Like that's why
I got you.
It would be a little bit
But I've
out
got
of
a
the
friend in
ordinary.
LAPD. I'll call and ask him.
Because I've seen them on multifamily, and I've seen them on like renovation jobs and stuff where
Yeah,
where
but
there's, like,
not
a
on
construction-
SFRs. I agree. The only SFRs I have it on are like my cabin houses, if that makes
So what
sense
I'm
to you guys.
thinking of is like there's a driveway that you don't like the back of the house you do not see from the street at all because it's up on a hill. So if the sign was up in a corner of the house that you don't see from the street, but you would see if you go up there and you're breaking in or whatever.
Okay, I gotta help Samantha really quick because she just gave me more information. Samantha, call code enforcement. It's illegal for them to hook a generator up to the house.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying, but this is considered San Bernardino County, not San Bernardino City. So I set myself back thinking that I was working with code enforcement. Now I have to work with the actual county. I think it's the Land Use Services Building and Safety or something. And I'm
Hold
just
on a second. What in the hell is that? Sorensen. Sorensen. You got that name? Sorensen. San
okay.
Bernardino County Code Enforcement, San Bernardino City Code Enforcement, Officer Sorensen. Tell her you talked to Patti Widget and you need help.
Okay, I'll do that because I called trying to, my understanding is that I have to get an inspection done first from them and then get plans, submit for a permit, but I can't figure out how to get an inspection scheduled and it's almost impossible to talk to somebody there.
Call Sorensen.
Sorensen. Okay, thank you. I will.
She's a sweetheart and I used to teach crime-free housing with her.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to her and say, hey, I'm a client of Patti Widget, she's going to be like, oh, girl, how's it going? And she'll help you.
Okay, and she's county, not city.
I want to say she's City of San Bernardino.
Okay.
She's in the same office on like Fifth Street where the police department is. You with me?
Yes, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. She's in there.
Okay.
Patti, she's a very nice person. One time she came and she says a tenant complained, but don't worry, we're not on his side. I'm here to help you out. She's very sweet.
Well, look in the comments. Julia's like, I love Sorensen. You see what I mean?
Does anybody happen to have her direct number so I don't have to go hunting her down?
Why in the hell can't I remember her first name?
Oh, Julia
I can
sent an
see
email.
her face. Oh, there you go. Sorensen_NI at sbccity.org.
Thank you guys.
And just tell her that you know Patti Widget, you work with Patti Widget because it name drop it, baby. Use it.
Will do. Thank you.
And she's a sweetheart. She will try to assist you. Okay. Patty, Val, there is a TV show called Squatters. The guy is from California, but he goes anywhere. He gets a new lease from the owner and physically moves in with the squatters. It's a renovation lease, which allows him to do work. If they don't have a written contract, anyone can live with them. Wink, wink, wink. So if Guido were to move in there, so be it. Wink, wink. Squatters don't have exclusive rights because they don't have a written contract. So anyone could move in with them. Even somebody at 3 a.m. that sprayed fart spray. I wouldn't know anything about that.
And what happens if they furnish like a fraudulent lease?
Then it's fraud.
Well,
The
yeah,
owner
but
or the property
police still
manager
don't give
didn't
a crap
provide them
and
that lease. They've been defrauded. So they now have a civil problem with whoever gave them that bullshit contract. But I need my house back. Did you guys see that? There's a hole in my lip.
Wasn't there some sort of squatters bill going through the California Assembly to protect us? I thought
I think there were efforts, but I don't think it went anywhere. They
It
don't
didn't
give
go
a
anywhere.
they don't give a flying F about us.
Nope,
amazing.
they don't. But they want to live in our houses.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Put speakers outside their door and play Baby Shark 24/7, spray fart spray at 3 a.m., and go remove all the interior doors because you don't like the feng shui.
The guy I evicted this past August had a woman, I don't know that she was squatting, but she was an illegal tenant staying with him. I kid you not, she is running for California Assembly District 55. I just found out.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She was there when, we did the negotiated tenant needs to move out their stuff, she came to help him and she was trying to negotiate him staying the whole time. And the neighbors reported that she lived there. And now she's running for our assembly. For
Maybe somebody should call her out on it.
Yeah, it's in the works.
Good girl.
Hey, Patty, I have a question. these others, since they are not really legal tenants, what happens if you do things that definitely hits the habitability issue, like removing the exterior door or cutting
No,
off
you
the electricity?
can't do that. You can't do that as the landlord, or
Yeah,
it's
but just 1
harassment
second.
and everything else. But if you have another tenant in that property and that other tenant, like Patty, moves in and does all that stuff, that's the other tenant, not
Okay,
you.
let me just finish. Suppose you do that, which is I know is illegal, but what happens? He's gonna go to court and he's gonna claim habitability issue. Then you say, well, he's not even my tenant.
He's
So,
a squatter. He took possession illegally.
so what I'm trying to say here, you do something illegal to push them to go to court, but then they have no legs to stand on because they're not tenants. What do you think
Right.
about that?
Well,
What do
I have that same situation going on right now. Okay.
Tell me more, please.
And do you know what I said to the person when they demanded $23,000 from the landlord after they broke in, squatted in the property, and then she paid him to get out? Then he came back and said that she unlawfully evicted him. I said, sir, you weren't ever a tenant. No one gave you keys. You have no contract. Maybe we should report your attempts at extortion to the parole board.
Okay, Patty, you're gonna tell me talk to a lawyer, but is that gonna work out the way I said? You know, you move out the exterior door and cut electricity, and then you go
I
to
didn't
court.
say exterior door. We remove all the interior doors. So if you
Yeah.
have several roommates together and there's no door on the bathroom, believe it or not, men don't want to use the bathroom or shower. Neither do
What?
women.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think they don't have any legs to stand on to go to court, so they're gonna leave.
You're dancing on the fence, but I agree with you.
Well, there's also like the hassle factor of being hauled into court and proving that they're, that they have no leg to stand on.
Yeah.
So
They're not gonna go to
something-
court because they know they have nothing to stand on. They
Right.
You would be surprised. There are some people that don't care, and nobody gets prosecuted for perjury. So practically nobody.
Another tenant asked us months ago if her boyfriend could move in. We do not like him. I'm sure he has already moved in anyway. No way to prove. I'm about to raise her rent $115, but her contract says if someone moves in there, there's a $150 charge per month. What do I do? Just because it's in your contract doesn't make it legal. So if it's not a allowable rent increase and it's over that, it would be an illegal rent increase, correct? So just because it's in your lease doesn't make it legal.
What are we talking about?
And you're in Kern County, so it's not like you can charge 10% for an unauthorized occupant. So I would do the regular rent increase, and then I would serve them with a notice to perform or quit to get rid of the unauthorized occupant because this is in Kern County. And then when they said, oh, my boyfriend lives here now, well, do you want to add him to the lease and sign a new contract for more rent? So that's how I would handle that. It's manipulation. I'd raise the rent and then serve them a 3-day curable for the unauthorized occupant. And then I'd negotiate to have them sign a new contract for more money and add the boyfriend to the contract. There is no Tahoe Act in Kern County, folks. Sorry, I'm trying to eat my lunch too. All right, anybody else have anything? Otherwise, I'm gonna get off of here and go put some ribbons on some artwork. I want a ribbon with a picture I took. I don't know that it's up there yet. They haven't gotten that far.
Patty, in your opinion, which state is the most friendliest to landlords?
You want my honest opinion? There's a lot of them out there. I am shocked at what Alaska gets away with. No joke. You want the honest truth? Let me see. What would I look up? I'd look up what habitability issues are in the state. No, not really. I'd look at protected classes in the state. California has the most protected classes. So I think when it looks at tenant protections from a fair housing standpoint, I would look at how many protected classes the state has. I would also look at their eviction process.
Yeah, Idaho is pretty good from personal experience in eviction process, but
Texas is really good with the eviction process, just saying. In Texas, you serve a 3-day notice. If the tenant don't pay the rent in 3 days, you call the cops. The cops come kick them out of the house, and then you get a court date to go back in 2 weeks and testify as the condition they left the property in when the cops threw them out, you know? Damn, that's Texas, folks. Well, we can all research the fastest eviction process. Yes, absolutely. But here's the reality of that. We all know that the fastest way to do it isn't legal. I'm just kidding. If my vacant house doesn't rent, we will be doing a 1031 tax exchange to Idaho. There you go. A lot of people have relocated their investment funds to Idaho. Some in Arizona. I would look at what protected classes are with the state. That's how I would determine how much control their tenants have. I'd also look at their eviction process. And an easy way to do that is just call a property manager in the state and ask them, hey, how difficult is it to do an eviction and get possession if the tenant doesn't pay in your area? And let them tell you, because they know. They deal with it all the time. They know.
How do you get a property managed so far away? I mean, you need a property manager. I understand that, but how do you get over that nightmare?
It's actually not a nightmare. Google it. Property managers are in every area. They need to make a living, and then interview them. If you have a plethora of them, interview them. Do not go with the cheapest one. You get what you pay for. Make sure they're licensed real estate agents working under brokers. It's a requirement. Okay. Yelp is tremendously help. Make sure if you're looking at a property management company, at owners' reviews, not at tenants' reviews, because tenants talk crap about the property management company because they're not happy, which should speak volumes. It means the property management company is doing their job, right? So think about that when you're looking at their reviews, and look if it's coming from a tenant or a owner. And take that into consideration. If the tenants are all talking crap, it's probably because the tenant wasn't paying rent. Just saying.
I'm always worried about, sorry, Chris, I'm always worried about the markup, prices, fixing things, and all those deals and wheels behind the scene. So how do you deal with all that?
Well, if they have their own repair company or their own maintenance company, that's a conflict of interest in my opinion, and I would not use that management company. I would find a management company that uses independent vendors for everything that they do.
And
I mean,
also
I don't know. I don't
transparent.
think I think you should look at what your overall return is, and that's. I mean,
Yeah.
and I would inspect annually.
Yep. And you can always ask them, send me a picture of the broken item and once it's repaired.
Yeah, but also you should ask them to be transparent and get estimate from 2 or 3 independent contractors.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Anybody else have anything? Otherwise, I'm going to get off of here and eat my lunch really quick and then go back to answering Agla's phones.
Thank you, Pat.
No problem, you guys. You guys are awesome. All right. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. And if you need me, feel free to give me a call. I'm here to help you. And I want to say stay warm or stay cool, depending on what the weather does, because it ain't making up its mind. My niece recently moved to Cheyenne, Wyoming, up there by Yellowstone, and she got 4 feet of snow. So, hey, I'm like, wow. It's May. We shouldn't be having this cold weather, but it's okay. All right, everybody, have a great week. I'm here if you need me. And we'll all talk soon. Bye, everybody.